regular schedule, was you asking me? Oh, okay. Call the regular scheduled April
Leaks
meeting
in
to
here,
order.
the leaks agreement.
I want to welcome all our citizens, all our guests. Thank everyone for coming out tonight. We'll open up with our normal fashion with our prayer and our pledge. Mr. Watkins, will you lead us in prayer tonight?
Father, we thank you again for the day. I praise you for the blessings that we received, and just ask you to forgive us where we failed and sin against you. Father, bless the meeting tonight. I pray that everything be decent and in order. Father, we just want to give you all praise and honor and glory. We pray in your name, for your sake. Amen.
Amen.
Face the flag, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Call the roll, Ms. Clerk.
Crawford.
Present.
Mr. Golden.
Here.
Mr. Hill.
Here.
Mr. Lau.
Here.
Kenny.
Here.
Mr. A.
Here.
Ms. Spinks.
Thank
Here.
Mr. Woods.
Thank you, ma'am. I did speak with Mr. Woods. He called me early. He had a doctor's appointment that he had to go to, and I think they were going to have to put him to sleep. And he said that he was going to be able to make it here. He timed his medicine. He was going to be able to have it wore off. His wife called him about 15 minutes ago, and he still don't even know he's in the world. But everything went good, so he'll wake up a little later and find out that he didn't make it to the meeting. So, yeah, but he told me he was going to be here. But so Mr. Woods did call, but he'd be praying for him. But like I said, the operation, everything went well. We have two sets of minutes to approve. One from the regular scheduled council meeting on March the 7th, and the other one is from our special call meeting on March the 30th. If there's no objection, can I get a motion to approve those minutes as presented? Got a motion by Mr. Crawford,
Second.
second by Mr. Hill. All in favor, if you would. I don't know if that's okay. Good. Cast your vote. It ain't. All right, there's motion carried. All right, I'll just tell you guys also under the special call meeting we had on the Tannery property, did get the final price back. Remember I told y'all once we bought that property, we would get some city tax money back. So end up spent on our portion, it was $21,752.51. So it was about a little over $8,000 we got back on that part of that. All right, city offices will be closed for Good Friday, this April 15th, in observation of Easter. So encourage everyone to remember while we are celebrating, enjoy your families, and thank God for giving his son and his son giving his life for us. So let's make sure we go out and celebrate with our families. Thursday, we'll be at the elementary school. We got a little over, Carrie, about 3,000 eggs. We got a little over, I said all that about Jesus, and I'm talking about eggs. So we got a little over 3,000 eggs that we're going to be hiding for the kids for Easter at the elementary school on Thursday morning. And I hear there might be a surprise from the bunny if I could make sure Blake get in it. So bunny will be at the school Thursday. So if y'all not busy, I'm going to let you guys be at work. But if you want to come out, that'll be Thursday morning. Got a couple of resolutions, proclamations, and stuff here. Get to it. All right. I asked first the family of our beloved K9, Mr. Boris, Mr. Donnie, if you would come, stand here before the council. If you guys can remember, the city's K9 officer Boris passed away, so we have a memorial resolution here in his honor. So, in memory of our beloved Boris, June 23rd, 2008 to April 7th, 2022. Whereas the beloved retired K9 officer Boris was called home to cross the Rainbow Bridge on April 7th, 2022, and whereas Officer Boris was born in the Netherlands on June 23rd, 2008, he came to the United States as a young pup to attend the Little Rock K9 Academy. After graduation of the Little Rock K-9 Academy, Officer Boers came to serve with the Bolivar Police Department. And whereas Boers loved coming to work and serving the community, he served with the highest dignity for 7 years and retired on May 9, 2017. Whereas Officer Boers had a few handlers in his career with the Bolivar Police Department, but had a very special bond with his last handler, Sergeant Donnie McElhone. Once partnered together in 2015, the two became best friends and remained that way for the rest of Boers' life here on Earth. And whereas after his retirement, Officer Boers went to live with Sergeant McElhone and his family, he became part of their family and was loved by everyone. Even after his retirement, Officer Boers lived an active and very happy life. In his later years, Boers let it be known very quickly that he definitely preferred being inside of the house, spending time with his loving family. And whereas the city of Bolivar is forever thankful for Officer Boers and his service to the Bolivar Police Department and our community, therefore it be resolved as mayor of the city of Bolivar, Tennessee, that I, Julian A. McTizzet, present this resolution to the family of retired K-9 Officer Boers in his memory on this 11th day of April 2022, signed Julian A. McTizzet, Mayor of Bolivar. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you guys, and think you had some words you wanted to say.
I'm not really sure what to say, Mayor. I can't thank the city enough for letting Boris come to stay with me after his retirement. He was great for the family. He was a wonderful companion. He was there with us through everything. And so I just really, really appreciate and really thank you for all of you that were present at the time, those of you that are here now, to allow that to happen for us.
Thank you so much, Mr. Zane. We'll be praying for your family, and we will miss Boers.
Thank you, Mayor.
All right, we have one more proclamation here. This is on behalf of National Autism Awareness Month. Whereas in honor of April as National Autism Awareness Month, the city of Bolivar, Tennessee, would like to take steps to increase awareness and understanding of this disorder. And whereas autism is the result of a neurology disorder that causes a wide range of impairments in social communication and restrictive and repetitive behaviors and can affect anyone. And whereas the fastest growing development disability in the United States, and more than 3 million people a year are affected, and whereas symptoms of autism are diagnosed in various combinations of can result in significant long life impacts an individual's ability to learn, develop, and interact behaviors and understand verbal and nonverbal communications. And whereas the growing needs of autism and the need to provide services to help individuals and families who are affected, and whereas the city of Bolivar honored to take part in the annual observation Autism Awareness Month in a hope to lead to better understanding of the disorder. Now, therefore, I, Julian A. McTizzet, Sr. of Bolivar, Tennessee, hereby proclaim April as Autism Awareness Month to raise public awareness of autism and numerous issues surrounding autism. And whereas I've set my hand and calls to the seal of Bolivar, Tennessee on this 11th day of April, 2022, Mayor Julian A. McTizzet. Some of y'all may know we're dealing with this with my son, so
Guys, hey.
So I ask you guys to be praying for us, our family, and everyone that's affected by this. I've asked Christy and guy that we love, Devin, in our community, we've known him for years, and their family has been dealing with this, and they've been a great support to me and my wife. So I've asked if she would bring Devin to us today, and I want to give this a proclamation to him. And I know Devin likes hats, and I know he likes KFC, so, and he likes the police department. All the police guys know him, so we got some treats for Devin, and got a hat for you, Devin.
sign this one too. Here, stop, take a picture. Take a picture.
Good job.
Thank you. No, that was not supposed to happen. All right. Thank y'all so much, Kristen. You guys be safe. Thank y'all. All right. Next, if you guys see, you have a invite here from Wall Innovations, Spring on the Square. They've been one of the, I mean, they have been great in our community already. Wall Innovations, they just announced that they would be building their industry here and they wanted to give back to the community. They're feeding everybody, so all the public is invited to attend April the 30th from 11 to 2. I think the band, they got live music. Kip, the president and CEO of Wall Innovations, loves Beale Street and loves blues. So got the king of Beale Street coming to perform, and they're gonna have free food. I think Cliff is cooking chicken and burgers and hot dogs. So gonna have vendors, just gonna have a good time. So everybody's invited to come out April 30th to that celebration. All right. Next, I'm sorry, I got a lot on my report. Next on here, I'm gonna get one. Everybody get one. Take one of these flyers here and just sort of pass it around. This is for Crawfish. I'm announcing this event too, and I also need an action on the council. This is Crawfish and Wings Festival. I'm sending this ordinance around to some of the new council people that's on here. That event is scheduled. That event is scheduled for May the 6th. If you guys can remember, I don't know if who all's on the council, but we allowed a couple of years back. We passed this ordinance just basically saying at special events. That this board approves. I honestly thought it was about a council, but this board, the beer board, that this board's approved, they can consume alcoholic beverages at the event with proper security and background check and stuff from the police department. And the reason I'm bringing it to you guys tonight is we have to have it passed, the approval by the council. I would have put it in your packet, you would have got it earlier, but I thought the ordinance required that the beer board approve it, and I just happened to look over it today and realize that it has to be passed by the whole council. So instead of trying to call a special call meeting for this, to approve this event, I just put it all together. They've gotten with Mike on security for us with the police department and went through all that stuff. So basically that's what this is, that Friday and Saturday event. And this will be the first event outside of the barbecue festival that which we do allow alcoholic beverages to be consumed at the barbecue festival as well as sold. But this they won't be selling it at this event. They will just be consuming it. So it will be if everybody that comes wanted to bring their drink or whatever with them, then they have the permission within those guidelines to drink and consume those beverages. So I just have to have that approval by the council.
So you need a motion on that?
Yeah, I need a motion and a vote on it to approve the event having alcohol in it.
I make a motion, we approve ordinance 17006.
No, not the ordinance, I'm sorry, the
the
event,
event.
yeah. I just
Okay.
gave y'all a copy, cause I didn't know who was on the council when we passed that
Okay.
ordinance, yeah.
I make the motion then that we approve, the consumption of alcohol at the event identified on this flyer.
May 6 and 7.
Yeah.
6 and 7.
Yeah, okay.
The second motion.
I have a motion by Ms. Reyes, second by Mr. Golan, if you would cast your votes. All right, motion carried.
Do we need to address changing this to where the beer board,
Yes, and we won't do that at the next meeting. What I would like to do, I guess we necessarily can't take a vote on it now. The way, and I have no clue, I thought when we put this ordinance together, that and I think it was the feel of the council, that the council didn't want to start dealing with beer issues the beer board the council wanted the beer board to deal with it. And then when there was a violation or something like that, the beer board would assess those fees and the council would go from there. So I'll probably be bringing this up to the council to change that where the beer board, because it's gonna be difficult to have events planned if it has to be centered around a council meeting once a month, unless we start doing special call meetings, because this event is not until May. So let's say that they didn't decide to bring the application in to, a week from now. I don't know that we want to try to get a full council meeting together and do public notices and do 2 weeks of all that, when we could just do it with the beer board and do it a lot quicker, a lot easier. So that's what that was. Well, so I'll probably bring that up at the next council meeting on that. Okay. All right, that concludes my report. I guess that was long enough. Standing committee reports, electric department. BEA met March 24th, regular meeting. Board approved the Utiligo system, which provides field personnel a mobile app to view and update system information in the field. We use daily operations of the system and storm restoration. Passed the increase on the pole rental charge for outside lights. This equals to an increase between 17 to 61 cents per month, depending on pole size. Approved D&H contracting as the contractor for the BEA mainline fiber construction project. And that's so exciting. I can't praise Mr. Kirk and allow that whole bunch enough on BEA, running broadband. We're partnering with Aeneas to run broadband, so high-speed internet is not gonna be a problem anywhere in Hardeman County here pretty soon, so.
Good deal, good deal.
That concludes the lecture report. Next, utilities, Mr. Cliff Henson.
Mr. Mayor, Council,
Ding.
real quickly here, there's not a whole lot tonight on this. Bottle Utility Board met April 6th. We discussed several items. The main part here is we approved 3 gas line extensions that we'll do this summer. One being Sandy Springs Road in Middleton and Irvin Lane out on Old Highway 64 and Peavine Road. So that should bring us in about 25 new customers on those extensions. The other item is that the state of Tennessee did their sanitary survey 3 or 4 weeks ago. This is a survey they do every 2 years. It's kind of like an inspection for the whole distribution system and also the water treatment plant. Excellent result. We got 99 out of 100. So Bobby's doing a great job at the water plant, plus my guys on the distribution system. So everything's up to par on that. Gas prices for this month, still a little high. We're at 87 cents. Hope that it's coming down, but futures are not looking real good. So hopefully that'll turn around. But everything else is pretty much routine.
Thank you, Mr. Cliff. Next, Fire Chief Price.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Oh, my report, fire call, had a total of 24 fire calls, had 18 in the city, had 6 in the county, and I know it sound like 18 fire calls in the city sound like a lot, but most of them was alarm call, and probably 4 of them to the same place.
Did we send them a bill?
We're gonna talk about that later. Training hours 274, smoke alarm installed with 15, fire code inspection with 3. The guys are getting back out, starting doing fire codes now. The bay floor will finish. If when y'all get time, y'all wanna come over, look at the bay floor. We definitely wanna appreciate your guys. Thank you guys for getting our bay floor done. Definitely look real good over there now, so y'all definitely need to come and see them. We did participate in a volunteer recruitment out at Walmart on, March 26th. We got 2 applications, interviewed 1 today, so we got 1 new firefighter. We will be out there sometime this month doing another one, trying to get volunteer firefighters. As you know, it's hard to get volunteers, so this is my report.
Thank you, Chief. Next, Police, Chief Jones.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My report is as follows. We had 577 calls for service, 124 citations issued, 13 accidents, 5 of those were injury, 8 of them were property damage only, 34 arrests, 2 were juveniles, 32 were adults, and special events, we did the Vietnam veterans with the honor guard at the courthouse, and we did 2 DUI saturation nights, and we also did 350 hours of training. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Parks and Rec, Mr. Ford.
Parks and Rec reports on the following. Our 6 through 10-year-old basketball league has ended, and one of the perks for this season, we partnered with the Junior Grizzlies, and they received a complimentary game ticket, in which we did attend yesterday. We had a great turnout. I think it was over 50 people, including parents, that came, and we were able to see the Boston Celtics and Grizzlies play on yesterday. So it was a very interesting time. The line dance exercise class continues on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and they're getting great turnout as well. I think last Thursday they had over 60 people, so the ladies are really enjoying themselves. The 11 through 14-year-old youth basketball league has begun, and they'll continue to play on Mondays and Thursdays. As far as the parks, the construction of the playground out at the Sand Beach Lake has begun, and it's progressing very well. And lastly, the septic tank at the Optimus Field on 64, we did make repairs on it last month. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Ford. And I'll please y'all go on Facebook and look at the pictures. We had a lot of fun at the Grizzlies game. That was our bus driver. Yeah, and trying to get kids from the FedEx Forum to the parking garage in the middle of the Beale Street wasn't as exciting as we like it to be. We were nervous, but everybody made it through and made it home safe. We had a good night. Streets and sanitation, Mr. Vander.
Good afternoon.
Good evening.
We're picking up bulky items this month. We'll do it the entire month, so if y'all know anybody needs stuff picked up, tell them to get it out for us. And our new front loader dumpster truck come in
Finally got her.
the last week of March, and we really appreciate that truck. It's doing a good job. And we need to open some bids up for asphalt tonight,
You got the.
if we got any, I hope.
We got two. First is Martin pavement. We'll do the normal amount that we do. I think it's what, 100,000?
I think 125.
150. No, we got that. So tell you this, when I'm open is, Larry, I remember you asked me about Water Street a long time ago. We finally moving forward on the grant. We've been waiting on the state, so we're gonna bid that out here pretty soon.
It ain't not us dragging our
It
feet.
ain't, it ain't been us.
Okay, well, that's good, thank you.
It's Water Street and Lafayette Street both.
Great, that's great. They definitely need it.
Yeah, and that will be through the state
State.
money, yeah. $150 per ton, Martin pavement. We've used Martin in the past and been pleased with their work. Fowler pavement, 110 per ton,
How much?
110.
What I thought you said.
110 per ton. And Martin is 150. And Fowler, we've used both of them. Fowler does a good job.
That's a real good job.
Does a real good job. And they'll do we'll get as much as we can get out of the money we got budgeted for it. So I need a motion to approve. Well, I'm sorry, I can't make the motion for Fowler.
I'll make a motion for Mr. Fowler.
Okay.
The lowest bidder.
Yeah, I got a motion from Mr. McKinney, from Mr.
Second.
Fowler, and a second from Mr. Hill. If you would, cast your vote. Well, I ain't caught up, but that one says pass, so. I thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
You have the library report, Mr. Watkins on compliance.
Evening, Mayor and Council, it's good to see y'all. My report's very simple. Had 15 building consultations, 11 permits written, 5 building inspections, 5 plumbing inspections, 1 mechanical inspection, 20 courtesy notices issued. And we got lots of construction questions going on about duplexes, apartments, and
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of
other
running, yeah.
houses, so it's a lot happening, so. But that concludes my report.
And if the slum here is not if the slum committee is not opposed to starting back, I know we sort of stopped because of COVID and all that. I would want to go ahead and start back on some of the abandoned properties and stuff. Y'all good with that? All right. All right. Thank you, Mr. Watkins. The EMS, I didn't get the report. When I get it, I will forward that to y'all, and if I get it, I missed it, so I'll forward the EMS report. But I did speak with, I had a meeting with Mr. Ross, J.R. Ross the week of spring break. I don't remember when that was, but everything, they were real pleased with everything, how everything is going. They're working good with our fire department as well as police department, dispatch. They're doing mutual aid with the county, so the process has been good. So, still, he's let everyone know that he still appreciate us giving them the opportunity to serve citizens of Baldwin. Main Street and Defco has not did not meet last month.
Do we have an update on the EMS building project?
Yes, I've got Jerry Hartsfield, CLM. We have plans. I got a set back there in my office I can show y'all. We're supposed to be, I'm waiting for him to meet with me. There's a lot of extra stuff that he's put in there that we really don't need done, so I'm waiting for him to clear that stuff out. So once the documents are done, then we'll be headed for bids for construction. All right, don't have any old business under new business, appointment of new BEA board member to the BEA electric board. If you guys may not know, Miss Margaret Whittington passed away. So that vacated her seat, and got with Mr. Tony Kurt, and I would like to make my recommendation to the board that we appoint Leanne Shelton to fill out her last month. So she had 3 months. I think her term ended in June. So I would like for her to fill out that term and be reappointed for a 5-year term. Miss Leanne Shelton.
I would move that we elect Leanne.
Second.
Recommend Leanne.
Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Crawford, second by Mr. Lau. If you would cast your votes. It's working up there. I'll click it over. I'll recast them again. There it goes. Motion carried. Next, appointment of a new board member for the Hardin County Board of Equalization. Mr. R.A. Cross had that position, and he has resigned. Josh, how long has R.A. been on that? So he's retired, resigned, and got with Mr. Pulse. And this is, the city appoints, we appoint a city representative to that board to serve under the leadership with Mr. Pulse, and I don't know how many is on that board, or it's 5 members, and we appoint one every 2 years. And Stacy Lifford is who I would like to recommend, Mr. Pulse's recommendations as well, to fill out the appoint to a 2-year term on the Hardin County Board of Equalization.
So move.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Hill, second by Ms. Spinks. If you would, cast your votes. All right. Motion carried. Next on the agenda, we have a review and discussion of lease agreement with Hardin County Board of Education on Optimus High School baseball field. This is the field, the first field. If you're traveling west on 64, we call it the Optimus Field. The Optimus Club ran that and owned that operation there. We ran that operation there for years. The Optimus Club is no longer in existence. They've turned that over to us, and we've right now been maintaining and doing everything out there at the field. And what we would like to put together is this lease here, like we basically would do with any of our city's buildings. But what sort of brought this about, that the building there, the city, we don't use it. Our Parks and Rec, we don't use that field. We don't have a city league or anything. The school systems use it for the schools, the high school, the middle school, and play on that. but we didn't have a lease agreement, so it was sort of, when something went out, ice machine went out, who was responsible for repairing and all that. So with this lease, it sort of lays out that the Hardeman County Board of Education will be responsible for the building, what they want to put in, what they want to add, take away with our approval. But we will still maintain the grass. We'll keep the grass cut, so it'll still look nice coming into town. But when it comes to field prep, when they get ready to line the fields and do all the stuff for the ball games, that will be on the school system to take that responsibility. And they will have to appoint, right now, I'm thinking it'll be Mark Fulgham, the athletic director at the high school, will be that point person for us with the city. But they will have to do that. This agreement, I got it to Miss Abby. She was good with everything on the lease. We're waiting, the Board of Education, I think, meets Thursday or sometime next week. They have to approve it as well. But on the surface there, from talk to Clint, the high school baseball director, baseball coach, as well as Coach Fulgham, they seem to be fine with everything as it stands now. So I'm asking that we approve this lease agreement, and for some reason, if the county sees a problem with it, where there's a major issue, then we can come back to the board. But that's what this lease agreement is.
So we haven't had any discussions with Director Smith?
I haven't, but Coach Fulgham has. Mark met with them. I think they met Thursday. But when we talked, everything was fine. But I haven't got the official signed document back from them, because I think they just hadn't met yet. So if there's any major problems, nobody's called me with it yet.
I make a motion, we approve the lease.
All right, I have a motion by Ms. Ray. Is there
And I second it.
second by Ms. Spinks? Is there any questions? Not, if you will cast your vote. All right, motion carried. Do we have anybody on community development? All right, that's all. Is there?
Can I ask something in regards to redistricting? I know we have to do it every 10 years.
In regards to
And
what?
redistricting.
Oh, yes, sir.
Could you give us an update as to where the city stand or where we stand at?
Yeah, we'll have
Approving something?
to do it before our next city election. So Ronnie met with me when we talked about the annexation and stuff. He told me then that he's putting all that stuff together to bring to us, to present it to us on that process.
So it'll be next year.
Yeah, we just do it right before. But he said on the surface, it doesn't look like much of our stuff is gonna change at all.
Okay.
But he's doing that process, and I'll follow the lead of MTS and commission, the election commission with Ms. Amber. But we're right now, once they get it to us, then we'll get it out to, they'll come to this board and we'll present it to everybody. All right, is there anything else? Not
So moved.
motion, that's a motion from Mr. McKinney. Is there a second? Second by Mr. Golden, all in favor, you can get up and go.